Good morning, you guys. It is 6 weeks post-op. Well, tomorrow will officially be 6 weeks. But I am going back to work today. I'm telling you, it is so hard to go back to work. It's like after you have a baby and you take a maternity leave and you have to go back to work, you just don't want to be there. And I'm like, why am I here when I could be staying home making Christmas cookies? That sounds like a much better thing to do. But I'm here. I'm working 4 hours a day for this week. I'm part-time, so I only work 3 days a week. And 6 hours a day next week, and then I'm back to the full 8 hours a day. So I think I'm going to be tired. But I don't know if it's really because I'm going to be physically tired or because I would just rather be home making Christmas cookies. All right, guys, take care. I'll give you an update on this on my first day back at work, maybe my first week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whenever I do the next video.
Hi everyone, I'm just doing a quick report back. I have to be kind of quiet because my husband is working in his office. But as far as going back to work, the first week I was really tired and I only worked 4 hours that first week for those 3 days. Second week I worked 6 hours, did have more stamina, and then the third week I worked the full time again, full 8 hours a day. And by that time, I think I was really ready for the number of hours. So if you're going back to work, I think that if you have a sit-down desk job and you have what I had and not much more, you're going to be fine, but very tired. So barring any complications, I think a desk job is very doable at 2 weeks. But if you're on your feet, definitely 3 weeks. And when you go back that fourth week, try to do a modified schedule if your job allows it. And that's it. That's the update. And that was what I wanted to fill you in on as far as my work schedule. And you're going to be fine. But you're just getting advice from someone who has had the tummy tuck, muscle repair, and lipo to the hips only. All right, you guys take care. I'll see you in the next video.
Hey you guys, hi, I'm here to give you a quick update on my tummy tuck, and I just got finished working out of the gym. Today was my first day back at the gym post-surgery. So it's been a little over 10 weeks now, and I did have a slight complication on the way through my journey. At around 7+ weeks, I experienced a small hole in my incision. It was right at the center where you would get a lot of stress when they really pull that skin down before they stitch you up. And what happened was a couple days before, I was feeling around because I have to put on the scar cream, and I would feel a little scab there. So I decided not to put any scar cream right there, let the scab heal. And then one day after a shower, I was just checking out that scab and just rubbing that area, and the scab came off. And then there was white stuff there, and I was like, what is that? And I touched that. That white stuff came off that was under the scab, and I realized I was looking at a hole in my incision. Now that hole was very small, about the size of a pea. So I did call my doctor and I said, this is how I'm going to treat it. If I should do anything different, please let me know. And hold on, I got low power warning. And so I said, if I'm doing something wrong, let me know. And what I was doing was putting Manuka wound gel on a gauze pad and then putting that right on the hole and keeping it covered with the exception of taking a shower. And every day I would change the dressing. I can't use Neosporin because I'm allergic to it, so I did use colloidal silver, and that hole healed up within about 7 to 10 days. When I went for my second or third post-op, it was right around that time, and he checked it out and there was no hole. So it had healed up probably a day or two before I went to see him. It just healed up completely, so that was awesome. And the other thing I can say is about the recovery. At Thanksgiving, it went fine. I could handle it. I did need help, like obviously with the heavier things like the turkey. I couldn't handle that. My husband did the turkey in and out of the oven. And I was really tired by the end of the day, and at that time I was 4 weeks post-op. And then I had Christmas time at my house, and Christmas Eve is our big celebration, and I was easily able to do everything. I just kind of paced myself out so I wasn't excessively tired or doing too much, because I'm still healing, and it was very doable. If there's anything I can recommend, I would say it's the second week in September to the third week in October is the most awesome time to get this type of surgery done, because you're going to be well enough to actually enjoy the holiday for Thanksgiving, and you will definitely be able to enjoy Christmas. And it was slow for me to prepare a Thanksgiving meal because I was hosting it, but it was very doable. And the only thing I could say is I couldn't really eat as much as I normally do at a Thanksgiving dinner. I had to really do small portion sizes. Even at 10 plus weeks post-op, where I am right now, I still cannot eat large meals. Instead of eating like the 2 larger meals a day that I did with intermittent fasting, I have to really spread it out to about 4 or 5 small meals during the day, because my stomach just can't handle a certain quantity of food. It still has to be very small. But I do have an appetite, which is good, so I can really kind of space out those meals and not have a problem. And I'm not fully back into intermittent fasting. I'm only fasting about 16 hours a day, which is fine, but I'm not doing the full 20 because of spacing out those meals. And I'm trying to think any other things. As far as the swelling, it has kind of been up and down, going down. And usually I'm having average to really good days now. The swelling is more concentrated right at the center front. The whole incision was swollen post-surgery, but the sides now are not really swollen. They are pretty much flat. It's just the center now. And when I went for that post-op appointment, after the hole was healed up and he checked me out, I had a really bad swell hell week. And I said, look at me. I said, I'm in swell hell. And he said, well, let's just make sure there's no fluid there. And he pressed around on my stomach, and he couldn't feel or hear any fluids, like if he shifted me to one side trying to press fluid, no fluid. But he said, let's just be sure. Well, he takes out his big needle. And I'm telling you, that hurt. If you have no fluid and they're taking that needle and poking you and inserting that needle under your skin and trying to feel around to see if there's fluid, he was hitting muscle, and I'll tell you, it was hurting because there's no fluid there to suck out. And he said, well, let me try another spot. Oh, great. And then he tried on the right side, and he said, nope, you don't have any fluid. It's just normal swelling, of which it takes time to go away. So, well, I'll tell you, that really hurts. So if you have to get that needle, let's hope you have some fluid in there that it can be drained out, because when you don't, it's not really that fun. And other than that, everything is fine. I just did my 2.5 mile walk. I can't really exercise in the early morning now. It's just getting too darn cold. So I did my 2.5 miles here. I'm hoping to work it up to about 3 to 5 miles in the next 3 or 4 weeks. And I did my first leg machine today. So my first weights, back into weights. I just did a leg machine, and I'm going to keep adding on the machines, 1 a week. And I'm going to do lower body first, then I'm going to do upper body, and then probably around March, I'm going to start back into abs. I am really listening to my abs, and they're telling me what to do, because as I'm going through the day, I can still feel the muscle repair occasionally in certain areas, and that means I'm still healing, and that's normal, but I'm just taking it very slowly. I did not wear my mask today at the gym. The first time I haven't worn my mask to the gym in a while, because before the holidays, I didn't want to catch the common cold, but now if I did catch a cold or I did get COVID, even though I'm double vaxxed and boosted, I feel that I could handle any coughing and sneezing that comes my way. I still don't want to cough, and man, sneezing, I'm just like, oh my gosh, you just really got to hold your stomach. It's not pain-free, but I don't feel like I'm just gonna bust my muscle repair open at this point. So, hopefully I won't get sick, and hopefully I won't get COVID, but I did what needs to be done, and so here I am. Okay, you guys, till the next video, I am going to say, if you're hedging on getting this done, plan it now. Try to shoot for September, October, best time of the year to have that, because by next summertime, my swelling should be pretty much gone. And, oh, I almost forgot the best part, bikini pictures. How could I forget that, right? So 2 years ago, I made a bikini and didn't wear it to anywhere, because I don't have young children, so I don't really go to the pool, and it's not like I go to the beach. I don't even live near the beach. But anyway, so I made this bathing suit in hopes that some time I would make it, and I made it with a retro vibe in mind. Think of that scene from The Notebook where Allie is in the ocean flapping her arms, saying, if I'm a bird, you're a bird. So I channeled my inner retro and I made this bikini and I modeled it 3 weeks ago, side and front right here. And I have never looked this slim and taut in the tummy in 30 years. So I am so happy about it. And I'm gonna be making more bikinis this year, more swimsuits, because I actually have the body to wear it now. Well, maybe not completely, you know, I am 55, so I don't look like I'm 25 at all, but I got the stomach now. No rolls when I sit down. I sit down and I look at my stomach and I'm thinking, oh my goodness. Love what I see. All right, you guys, so take care. I'm out, and I'll see you in the next video where I'm going to talk about mindset. All right, thanks. Bye-bye.